Hello, hello. What's up, Buttercup? How does it go? Bunny Love 444. We're back in action, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, I have a few channel things that I want to put out to you of my creative connections, okay? And it's all part of a new plan, okay? As the photo on this video says, some of you need to come up with a new plan because the old ways, old programs and conditions, yeah, it's not working. Some of you who are relying on the way that things were programmed and conditioned, yeah, it's no longer working, okay? I still have a few shirts left if anybody's interested in them. I can show you once again what they look like. But yeah, so we'll wait for people to get in. We're gonna let we're gonna let the patchouli take over because this is connecting. Patchouli and Mura is a deeper connection to the spiritual realms, okay, and the messages that are coming through. So come on, baby, light my fire because there's a new plan that you desire. Watch and see how it goes. So we'll get this going. We'll wait for people to get in here. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the little notification bell so that you know when I go live. Don't forget to share the video so we can get these messages out. Helps with the analytics on my thing for people to get the messages and to hear what our Father is wanting them to do. Hello, hello. How does it go? Welcome, welcome. So like I said, I've been doing because it's been raining and I love when it rains. I absolutely love it. And so not only they're sitting there listening to music, but being able to get the downloads and the messages, that's one of the important things, right? So there's some for you and some for me. We'll get that down here. And then we're going to get some, again, Mediterranean sage, because like I said, this cleanses the clarity of everything so that we all have clear thoughts, positive energies, because there's been a lot going on. And like I said, I know that a lot of us have gone through a lot of turmoil lately. And unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. But I'm going to start off with the writing that came through. So this is called A Second Chance. Now, this is my connecting with the higher realms and the creativeness in it, but it pertains to your new plan, your new life. And so when we tap into the sacred transformation of what we need to know for the 7 questions that we ask, you have a better understanding. So it says, you have to see it to believe it. Why can't you change the way you think and believe it before you see it? Trusting and believing is walking freely. Being healed is breaking the seal. That just became real. You can change how you feel. All the people that left your life, doesn't it feel nice to feel so light, knowing you don't carry their load? You hit the road all alone, reaching your goals, playing on your phone. Got a new plan. Oh man, love it or leave it. If they don't believe it, or trust in you, all the things that you have come through. It is time for them to go. Let them walk alone. This life is not for show. Only you will know. Hello, hello, beautiful sisters. Success is not by what you have, but what you've learned along your path. It's not hard to do the math. So take a relaxing bath, cleanse your path. Fully rested after being tested, people don't understand. Pull back your energy and let God hold your hand, guiding you along the path. You have the courage to take the stance. Stop giving people a second chance. Okay, so when God pulls somebody from your life, there's your new plan. Okay, when He pulls somebody from your life, that means that person is to exit your life. Don't bring them back in because you just start the karmic wheel all over again. Okay, And this one's called Don't Underestimate. Hold on, I got to get a drink here. Wow. This one is called Don't Underestimate. And I wrote this, I want to say, I think it was June 19th. But it says, I write it on paper, I type it on my phone. No one can stop me as I ride alone. Haters gonna hate, admirers gonna love. We all find that balance rising above. You can't stop me or hold me back, 'cause I move along, taking no one's crap. You thought you knew me, but you don't know Jack. Picking up all the pieces, breaking my back. Don't underestimate the things up on my plate. You don't ride with me, so stay out of my space, okay? If you are fake, I won't hesitate to walk away. Your toxic energy won't invade my space. I am free, free to be me. Love me for me. If you have a nest inside your chest, bring it peace as it makes you a mess. Others can guess that you really need rest. All them hateful things you speak tells me you need to reach down deep in that pool of pain, taking accountability instead of pushing off the blame. Time to show up and stop messing up. It don't phase me. I know I'm amazing. You can't break me down. It just makes you look like a clown. Look, everyone, the circus is in town. Here they will be living in all this kind of fear. Typing. The circus is here, living in fear. They're going to be living in all this kind of fear, trying to be a Billy Badass, but looking like Bozo the Clown. Why are you playing? I have so much I can say. People underestimate me with the things that I can do. You run your mouth a little too much. Here is your spoon. Let me grab the jar of shut the F up so you can get your fill to see I'm not playing. I can come at you in more ways than two, multiplied by the more you try to do. So listen here, I'm going to make it very clear. Don't shred on me, because you'll be in despair. Round 3, ding, ding, God is here. Okay, so like I said, that is just some of the creative writing that comes out. And sometimes I just have to bring it out when it pertains to our life, when it pertains to the things, when we're needing a new plan, when we've just reached our limit. The thing is God is always there to hold our hand. Okay, he holds our right hand in his season in his favor, and he never breaks away from us. So when people are trying to distract you, it's yes, it fits me too, sweetheart. That's why I shared both of them creative writings that I have written. And the thing is they want to distract us. They want to pull us away from our Father. And the reason why they do that is because they're not meant to fit in our life anymore. So as we go on this sacred transformation still, see, we're going in and we're figuring out more things of what we need to fix within ourselves so that our blessings can come. Where other people, okay, sweetheart, well, just try to watch as much as you can, sweetie. Okay. But a lot of people try to pull us away. And the reason why they pull us away is because they don't want to see you persevere forward. They don't want to see you succeed. So therefore, their job was hired on with Satan to distract you and pull you away from everything so that you didn't become successful, that you don't get everything that's meant for you. Okay. So now let's step in and find out what is the card for the day that we need to know about our childhood. Because here's the thing, you can keep giving people second chances, and you have to look at it like every time you give that person a second chance, see, they do something and God pulls them out of your life. But then you go back and you say, okay, 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 and you start communicating, and you see that your cycle starts all over with your karma. Okay. And when God says that you need a new plan, the new plan is when He pulls somebody from your life, they are not meant to come back until Father says they are meant to come back. Okay. And He will always make sure that they come back in some way, shape, or form, whether it's to test you to see if you have grown, whether it's to test you to see that you have set your plan in place. So the thing is it is a perfection that Father has done when He pulls these people from your life. So if He creates this conflict and this chaos and you separate, if you go back in there right away or a couple months later, you're going to see that everything transpires the same, because that's the karmic wheel, right? You want the wheel of fortune where you're on your destiny, where you have the courage to persevere forward and be able to make them changes. All right. So let's find out, what is the card for today, Father, that you want us to know about our childhood? What do we need to know about the childhood? It's imperative that we're doing this work. What do we need to know? Ooh. Ooh. This is the path. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get it. Let me get it. So, again, this is, I'm telling you, I'm going to hold this card right here. I'm going to read this second chance again, just so that you understand. I want you to be able to look at this card, okay? I want you to be able to see that Father is guiding. Father lights the way no matter how dark our life gets, okay? And it says, a second chance. You have to see it to believe it. Why can't you change the way you think and believe it before you see it? Trusting and believing is walking freely. Being healed is breaking the seal. That just became real. You can change how you feel. All the people that left your life, doesn't it feel nice to feel so light, knowing you don't carry their load? You hit the road all alone, reaching your goals, playing on your phone. Got a new plan? Oh man, love it or leave it. If they don't believe in it, if they don't believe it, you trust all the things that you have come through. It is time for them to let, it is time to go and let them walk alone. This life is not for show. Only you will know. Success is not by what you have, but what you've learned along your path. It's not hard to do the math. So go take a relaxing bath and cleanse your path. Fully rested after being tested, people don't understand. Pull back your energy and let God hold your hand, guiding you along the path. You have the courage to take that stance. Stop giving people a second chance. Now, look at the first card that came out was exactly what Father had been channeling to me about the second chance, about the path. Okay. This card is number 5. It is quickening, south, and red. The thing is no matter where you go on your path, okay, when God exits somebody from your life at that point in time, that is because they are not meant to fit in your path. Okay. So like as your childhood, as you're growing up, you have long-term friends that kind of faded away. Well, God pulled them off your path. Why? Because that was the quickening of Him pulling them off your path, because they were not meant to be in that here and now of your success, right? So when the first card comes out and it's the path card, okay, and having that understanding of the unknown as a child, it's you being a woman of power, you being a man of power, you being able to set them healthy boundaries, you being able to do things for you. Okay, because as a child we couldn't do that, right? But the thing is he is saying that it is time to set a new plan. Okay, where you say, I need a new plan, because the plan that you've been doing has not been working. You've been repeating the same karmic cycles over and over for the last couple decades. Okay, and some of you are just not getting the picture that when Father takes somebody out of your life with a quickness, It is not for you to say, oh, okay, well, I'm going to hold you here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to hold this person in. It is, you need to be able to know that this is part of your past life, because the South Node is all about your past life. Okay. So these people have been doing this many past lives to you into your childhood. And so on your divine path, as you are here now, you're wondering, why does this keep happening? The same thing over and over, just with different people, places, and things. It's because you're repeating that karmic cycle. Okay. And Father is saying, now I am showing you, here is your new plan. When I take somebody out of your life, you shut that door, you do not bring them back in, you can forgive them, but don't let them be in and be a part of your life and know what's going on, because he's bringing you something different. So when you came into this world as a child, he's saying, listen, your past lives, you've carried all this baggage. Your past lives, you've come into this world, into this existence of the earth matrix, to where you've had karmic families, karmic friends, and you've been put in a situation where your life has been in despair since you've been on this earth. Okay. And whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually, spiritually, whatever it may be, from your past life into now, into the childhood, it's like you started the karmic cycle all over again. But this time, Father says, listen, you need a new plan, because I'm not going to let that happen again. We're not going to go through this earth matrix of you going through the same path that you have been. So I'm going to light your way. I'm going to give you that guidance, and I'm going to give you that power as a woman, that power as a man, that power as a child, for a complete new beginning, because fives are all about new beginning, right? Fives are also about the adversity and the tension and the conflict that people create in your life. And that's why you've come from a karmic family, because you're reliving this life from your past life. And a lot of people don't understand that. They think that the existence of them being born from their mother and father, that this is the only life that they had. That is not true. That is not true. You need to be more deeply rooted and grounded when it comes to the understanding on a spiritual level, okay? Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the little notification bells. So it's about being able to speak your truth. It's also about new beginnings, okay? Fives are all about new beginnings, new opportunities. But you have to be able to open yourself to love yourself and know that you are worthy and deserving, and that these people that have been doing this, I mean, look at all that baggage on them horses. You have a lot of baggage from your past life into this life, because people have been doing this for many, many years with you. And they know sooner or later you give in. And Father says, you need a new plan. You need to set them healthy boundaries. You need to get rid of the chaos and the conflict and the tension and the defeat. Okay. Because now, see, there's your portal for your past life. Okay. So I'm telling you that this has been going on for hundreds of years with your past life. The thing is as a child, when you come in, you think, oh, well, my life just started there. But if you look here, see the earthly realm? You're in another dimension right now, but it looks like you're on Earth, right? That's right. Because you've traveled this road many times. And that's why you have gotten so comfortable in allowing these people and giving them a second chance, to the point where you forgive them, you give them a second chance, and then they repeat the same thing, whether it's fighting or whether it's addiction, whether it's abuse, whatever it may be. But it's that constant roller coaster of that karmic wheel. So as a child, he wants you to understand that, yeah, when you came from the womb of your mother into this life, this is all about your past life. And he's saying, you need a new plan now. Okay. For far too long, You've let this go on, and it's time to have that full understanding. Okay. So in its message, what did it make us realize, Father, about having that stronger vibration of power, now knowing that we came from a past life, and this has been going on for generations because of the fact that people do not want to see you succeed. Okay, they find the fulfillment in themselves by creating this conflict for you. And the ones that have had that luxurious life of that unconditional love, okay, that means that you have completed your soul contract in your last past life. So when you came here, you had a very loving, caring family that looked out for you, and you didn't have to wonder this world of, where am I going, what am I doing, and being able to let go of all the attachments. You left them in that past life, because this is the South Node, and being red, it is meaning being grounded. And 5 is that new beginning, right? So Father quickly changed your scenario from your past life. But this is about being able to let go of all them attachments. So now, all of you that are here now are going, well, wait a minute, I'm still going through all this stuff. Okay, that's because you didn't complete it in your past life, so it came into this life, your earthly matrix. Okay, and when I say earthly matrix, oh yeah, it's earthly matrix. Okay, and this is where they're catching up with you now. So when you see that you're repeating the same cycles of certain people that you draw in with your energy when it comes to dating, and you have abusive, manipulating, just people who are belittling you and everything else, Father is saying, look, this is where you need to stand in your power. You need to change this life, because when you go into the next life, there's going to be a whole new plan that he has for your life, because you need to listen from your heart, not from your ears, not from your mind. You need to listen from your heart. And by doing that, you're being able to walk down your path. Okay. And the reason why he's got the camels on here, because they retain water, right? They store things. Okay. It's the fact that you are restoring the innocence and the nostalgia of who you are in this lifetime, where in your past lifetime you didn't complete the contract, you didn't complete the mission that Father had for you. So it carried on, because when he's saying that Moses and Aaron lived 174 years, that's because that was all their past lives added up to 174 years. When you add all of their past lives up for the 174, it breaks down to God, right? Yeah, because God is the one that created it. So when you have 174, he's saying it is broken down to watch your thoughts, because you need to head like you're heading to the river and cleansing and nurturing. And that's why he had me, why he worked with me, and I wrote that little poem of a second chance. Okay, because it is explaining our past lives into this life, into our next life. Because people are like, oh well, when our life ends on here, that's the end. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Our Father, when people go unexpectedly, it's because they fulfilled their soul contract with Father, and he takes them and puts them into the next life. Okay, so when people don't make it that long on here, like he wants me to use my cousin as example. My cousin was 18 years old on graduation day. Okay, he went to go get a pack of cigarettes on the dirt bike. Somebody hit him with a car, and he went down into this big ditch approach. Okay, and for 30 days, 30 days. Now, pay attention. Father wanted this to be 30 days of the sacred transformation. My cousin was down in that ditch for 30 days, where the animals fed off of him and everything. The dog brought his head up to the farmer. That's how they found my cousin. Okay? Because Father needed him. He fulfilled his soul contract on this earthly realm and had to go to the next. Okay. Yes, it is lots of healing, sweetheart, lots of healing. And when you have a greater understanding about your past lives, you start having that quickening of, okay, that makes sense now. Now I understand why I know the things that I know, and nobody ever taught me, but I know them. It's because your past life, you mastered that skill. So when you come into this life, Father is like, hey, you've mastered them skills. Plus, I'm going to give you a bunch more for this earthly realm. And then you have all these different, you know, crafts and ideas and skills and knowledge and gifts and talents and everything. And you become very successful. It's because you're putting your past lives coming in as a child, and depending on how your parents fulfilled their soul contract is going to determine whether you have a karmic family or you have that soul contract where you come from a very loving, unconditional family. Like with me, I can tell you I come from a karmic family, nothing about abuse, addictions, just disgusting things, when it came to mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually, and spiritually, it was all disgusting because they did not complete their contracts with Father from their past life, right? So you have to have the understanding where you come from, because Father said, when you have that understanding where you come from and you come into this world as a child, you're walking down your path, right? You need to be able to cleanse, just like my poem said. We're right here. You need to take a relaxing bath and cleanse your path. The thing is you're needing to relax from the past lives that you have lived, and you're cleansing your path because now you are coming to the understanding of, wait a minute, it wasn't just me coming to this earth as a child now and everything went to shit as I was growing up. It's because your past life, you walked in the existence with Christ, you walked in the existence with our Father. He had your right hand, he kept you in his season and in his favor. And when he has me write these, okay, the thing is he's saying, when you came into this earthly realm, it looks nothing like this, right? Not unless you're in, like, you know, the western states where Arizona or whatnot, the desert areas. But it doesn't exist like this anymore, right? The thing is, he says, I need you fully rested after being tested from your past lives and coming in as a child. Okay, you came into this life as a child. So he's saying he needs you to be fully rested after being tested because people don't understand. So pull back your energy, right? Pull back your energy and have that understanding that God holds your hand, guiding you along your path. Yes. And you have the courage to take that stance, and you see the stance that they're taking. They're like, okay, where do we go from here? The thing is you have to stop giving these people a second chance when it comes to the past lives to keep doing this to you over and over and over and over again. So this being the child card with this poem that he co-created with me and he brought to me, he gave me that message before this even started. And the first card that came out as a child is he's wanting you to remember where you truly came from. He is the co-creator. Your parents were just the incubators, but you come from past lives. Okay? You need to have that full understanding as a child. You come from past lives. And so that's why some of you had it very traumatic, very rotten, very bad, okay? And some of you had it very good because he had to have the duality. He had to find the balance, right? So some of you had it good, some of you had it bad. And in order to balance things out and have that deeper understanding, he had to give the power to woman and the power to man to understand, of where they truly came from. So just know, as a child, now that you have that understanding, that it is more to your situation than what meets the eye, is the fact that he is now telling you, you can go faster now. You can go faster and keep up. You can go faster on your divine path. You can have that. You need that new plan. Okay, you need that new plan, that new understanding, to be able to catch up with her and to catch up with him, to have that understanding of why it took place, why you didn't learn everything as a child, and it's taking into now to learn it, is because he said he had to quicken things the way it was to play out, because you kept repeating the same patterns. You kept doing the same things. So he's saying in this message, what did it make you realize? What did it make him realize, Father? What did it make him realize? Ha! Confirmation. Booyah, baby. Bada bing, bada boom. Who? I'm telling you. What did it make you realize? This is 42, release, east, and yellow. Okay, so when he is showing me this, and look at, here's your past life. Now look at, you're trapped, right? You're trapped with all these things from a child into an adolescent. You are trapped. You can't see over, you can't see side to side. You have no clue of what's taking place. Okay. And this is where he had me tell you here. I'll bring it up again, because like I said, I'm all about giving God's message, right? He says, you have to see it to believe it. Why can't you change the way you think and believe it before you see it? Okay. Because here, you could see where you were going. You could see what was coming up. You could see where you needed to head next, right? Because Father was guiding you. Here, you can't see nothing. You don't know which way you're supposed to go. You don't know what's over on the other side. Nothing. You don't know if there's a big drop off. You don't know if there's a big pit. But here's Cetan. Cetan is the hawk. Okay. And this is giving you clarity. Father is giving you clarity to follow his guidance. This is all about release. You need to be able to release these things from childhood into adolescent and let go of the emotions that are holding you back, and have that greater understanding that, look, you have a past reflection and it shines on your divine path. But being stuck from that child into the adolescent made things harder on you, to where that wheel of fortune came in reverse of being your karma instead of your destiny. So he is saying that he is now giving you the clarity that no matter, if you have to see it to believe it, you're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck. You need to release it, because you need to believe it before you see it, because that means you truly believe in our Father. You truly believe in his divine guidance and the messages that he gives and the places that he's showing you. He's going to show you how to get out of here safely and move from that childhood into that adolescent by being able to release. 42 is broken down to, which is growth, which is unconditional love. Okay. He loves you with the unconditional love, saying, listen, you can't control what I have destined for you. You can't control the karmic wheel that you're going to keep repeating from your past to the present. If you don't see clearly what I am trying to show you, that you don't have to see it to believe it. You have to trust and believe in our Father, that he's giving you the clarity to guide you to exactly where you need to be. And it's also talking about something about, just know that you don't always, okay, so he's saying, woo, when he is bringing this in, he's, oof, it almost went floop. He's telling you, the thing is you are coming to the point where your negative energy that's coming towards you, that resides within you is your imagination, because you are stuck. You don't know which way to go. You don't know which way to go out. And you don't want to waste your energy traveling to the east or traveling to the west or trying to get up over the hill, right? You don't want to do that. But the thing is you have to get them negative emotions under control. And you have to really start pouring into yourself and have that greater understanding that you don't need to see it to believe it. You need to believe it in order for you to see it. Because when you change your plan or you need a new plan now, it's because there's things that you aren't seeing. Okay. And so this is that power that he had given you in the quickening, where he said, I give you the power as a woman, the power as a man. Okay. You're not in control. You will never be in control because it does not belong to you. It belongs to Father. And so someone is always going to send you negative energy. Somebody's always going to send you negative messages. Somebody's always going to send you negative, 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 because they want to see you stuck here. They want to see you struggle of going, oh, haha, she can't release this, stuck in your head. Okay, stinking thinking. All right, get the monkey a banana. Because guess what? Now, as a child into an adolescent, they have got you so stuck that you question everything. You question who you truly are. You question your happiness. You question your boundaries. You question everything about you. And when God says, you're holding on to them fears. You're holding on to them fears because you're all alone. You're all alone. You're stuck in a place that you can't see the horizon. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what trouble's coming. You don't know what negative energy is flowing or coming around you, right? But the thing is, trusting and believing and seeing after you believe is what's going to change it, because C10 is Native American. It's Lakota Native American for hawk. Okay. Hawk is all about clarity. Hawk is all about the clarity and the direction. Okay. So Father is wanting you to be able to release that and just know that everything that you are feeling negative, release that through your hands, through your feet, and really push out all that negative energy that you've been holding on to. Because when you hold on to all that negative energy, you're building that fear. And when you're building that fear, you're building that fear so bad that it stops you from living your life, and you go back to doing that karmic wheel all over again. And you're having to repeat the cycles all over again. And a lot of people get frustrated and they're like, why does this keep happening to me? Why does Father keep doing this? No, it's you making the choice to not break free. It's you not coming into your power of who you are as a spiritual being to get the clarity that Father is showing you, that you look, okay, this is like yin and yang, right? This is that duality, finding the balance between your dark side and your light side. You want the clarity on your light side of what you are truly here for, right? You want to take that stance. Now, when you look over here, Father's showing me right here, okay? You see this little chair? He's been sitting right here, watching over you the whole time, of being directionless, of um, not welcoming that void in your life through your power of release, okay? Because you have to create that welcoming void of, hey, I'm going to release all this. I'm going to let go and let God have it. Because when you do, you're going to let it all fly away, okay? You're going to let it all fly away. And when you let it fly away, it means that you have a greater understanding of what Father is showing you. And when you allow your power to come into you and have that full understanding of how powerful you are as a spiritual being, it says, love it or leave it. If they don't believe in you, trust all the things that you have come through. Okay. Now you're coming through the valley, right? You're coming through all this darkness. Father will shine the light on it because he's sitting here watching you the whole time, right there. He's got eyes on you at all time, saying, trust and believe. It is time for them to let go and let them walk alone. So when Father says, okay, I'm going to release you, I'm going to let you walk alone. Let me see you stand in your power. This is not for show. Only you will know. And he says, oh man, because when he sees that you're making the same mistake as a child into an adolescent, and you're not doing the will of God of what he's wanting you to do, and you're imagining all of the negative emotions constantly, you're stopping yourself like you're stuck in the cannon and you can't get out. And he's like, here, I will show you the best way, but you don't need to see it to believe it. You need to believe it before I will show you it. That's what he is saying. So, all right, Father. So let's see. Woo! You are welcome, beautiful. You are welcome. So, am I out of the balance in what area, Father? When it comes to us going from that adolescent to understand that addictive energy, because we're addicted to Father's positive energy, right? We're addicted to giving and loving and caring and being our true self. But the thing is you keep attracting people with this negative energy. Okay? That's because they have the clarity of where you are stuck. They have the clarity that you're codependent. They have the clarity that you have negative energy and that you fear. Okay? You need to drop all that. Fear is an illusion. Fear is an illusion. You need to light that shit up like, booyah, 4th of July, baby, and fear nothing. Fear nothing. Because it's like God says, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, right? Because when you change that, you let that all fly away to where he gives you the clarity of, hey, I want you to do this. And you start doing that and you see that all these gifts just go bam, 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 bam. And you're like, holy shit, where did that come from? Yeah, Batman. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. So where it comes to it, yes, I love you, beautiful. I resonate with some of this too. Yes, absolutely. That's right. Got to keep moving forward. So, Father, when it comes in here, what do we need to work on now, having that understanding at an adolescent of where we came from our past life into this childhood that carried on into our adolescence? So, what do we need to work on most, Father? What do we need to work on most as the adult? Okay, what do we need to work on most as the adult? Woo. Okay. Yeah. I love it when he shows this. Okay. So look, you are deeply rooted and grounded from many lives. Okay. Many lives. And you are making so many changes and transformations. Now, remember when I said that instead of seeing it to believe it, you need to believe it in order to see it? You see here how it goes red, orange, yellow, green, blue, light blue, and indigo. Okay, you balancing yourself out. Father helps you through this change and transformation and gives you the divine path, being deeply rooted and grounded with your ancestors, with the multidimensional realms, right? Because, oh, you thought this was the forest, but no, look, you are in another realm. There's Earth right there. This is another multidimension that you are in. This card is 13, feminine, west, and black. Okay, that means the woman of power or the man of power. Take it how it resonates. But he's showing you, he will give you the direct path to go. Why? Because he sees the essence in you of who you are and you experiencing this life in order to process where you used to come from. So this is 38, essence, east, and yellow. So these two cards coming out together is let go and let God have it, because he's bringing you the new beginnings. The west is all about surrender. The east is all about new beginnings. Number 5, that quickening, where he wants to bring in these new beginnings. But the thing is you have to be able to let go and have that greater understanding that our Father has been with you the whole time. And while you've been on this other multi-dimension, he has been guiding you to get you unstuck and give you that clarity to where you need to be as the adult. Okay. And so when you have conquered this, of that barrier of where you have been stuck, look, he's taking you to the next life, right? This is the many past lives that people are not understanding. So he takes you to that next life, and that next life is the great spirit of giving you that Zen garden, giving you that peace, giving you that understanding that there's more to this life than you know, than you understand. Okay? It's about standing in your power. The other thing that he is showing me when it comes of it is, look, he is the keeper of the planet, right? So you have come from multi past lives. When you look at this, you're like, oh, this is just, a blank forest with a few trees in it. No, these are all your ancestors and your spiritual team that are deeply rooted and grounded to you, because you have 18 of them. Okay. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I told you there's 18. Okay. So your soul tribe has 18 people in it. 17, including you, would be 18. But the thing is this you coming into your feminine consciousness of who you are, where you came from, what is your purpose, what is your soul mission, what is your life mission, your divine purpose. And the thing is, when he brings you into there, you are so welcome, beautiful. I will always be there for you every step of the way, every step of the way. When he brings you into the next realm, this is you choosing that equilibrium of not being in a frenzy, not panicking. And that's where he's saying that he wants you to fully rest after being tested, right? That's where he wants you to let go of the fear. That's where he wants you to know that he's holding your hand. So everything that I wrote in this poem of Second Chance is coming out in these cards. All 4 of them so far have come in to the 4 paragraphs that I had wrote with Father, of him guiding me in my creative inventories of putting the messages together. And that's why when he has me do that and I share it with you, now it's coming forth. Okay. So you have 18 soul tribe members that are here for you in this lifetime, because he's wanting you to choose that equilibrium of consciousness, of not being in a frenzy of what happened from your childhood into the adolescent, into the adulthood. It's having that great understanding. This is your past lives, and you have come into this one with a quickening of having some of that remnants from your past life into this earthly matrix. And you need to be able to release so that you're not in a frenzy. Okay, because he's going to guide you every step of the way. And again, here's the earthly realm. Here is another past life that you've been in, right? And this is you contemplating. This is you sitting in solitude contemplating, can I walk this thing called earth? Can I really be there? So when my parents give birth to me, can I really be there to walk in the existence and have the essence of the great spirit within me, to believe in it before I see it, knowing that he is circulating madly around to make sure that I'm on my divine path and that I'm doing exactly what he wants me to do? Yes, because you're living life from your center core. Your center core is you, just like in the tree. When you see the women here in the tree, this is the women of power. Okay? They're doing everything in the center core, right? Because up here you've blossomed, down here you're deeply rooted and connected. This is a woman in power. This is the center core. Okay? She is the universal link of that greater understanding. That's why you will see women awaken way before men, way before men. Okay. And so Father's also coming in and saying, you've also noticed that women mature faster than men. Growing from a child into an adolescent into an adult, women mature faster. Okay. That's because it's a woman of power, and she is in her feminine consciousness of knowing exactly what she needs to do, because her energy embodies the wisdom and knowledge from the ancestors from the different realms. Okay. So she lets her energy be able to be uprooted by the male system, or the males, or the man in power. Okay. She allows him to be controlling and be vindictive and cheat and do all these things. Why? He's fulfilling his soul contract. Okay. And so when you bring the awareness back to her of where she came from in her past life, and like I said, take the energy how it resonates. But Father's coming in and saying, this is how we want you to understand the universal link of how things play out. The thing is Mother Earth Gaia brings you back and grounds you to that understanding that you are worthy and deserving. Okay. And you are fulfilling your soul contracts. You have and you have smashed, the mirror of the karmic lessons that you had to release, because this is all about release and clarity, right? This is about you being stuck. This is about all that negative energy, that hurt, that pain, that resentment, and knowing that you cannot control anything, and no man of power can control you but Father. Okay. So you need to believe in him in order to see his true power. So that is confirmation. But the thing is when Mother Earth Gaia says, listen, you are a woman of power, I need you to bring back balance so that you can finish this soul contract, because Earth is awaiting for you to be born. Okay. Earth is waiting for you to be born because you are light of God, and light of God goes through these past lifetimes so that you can find that equilibrium of your energy, of where you truly need to be standing, and not be in a frenzy of going, hey, this life is very frustrating. Yes, absolutely. I believe in our Father and everything that he shows me, and I'm so grateful and thankful. But the thing is we also sit at one point of stillness going, why am I stuck? Why does this keep happening to me? Why are we stuck? And then you start getting in a frenzy of, now I'm stuck. I don't feel like I can do anything. Father says, take back your power, women. Take back your power, men. Come on, come on. You are the universal link, okay? You need to be at the center of the cyclone in order for you to see that stillness of the pandemonium of that life circulating madly around you, saying, look, no matter what happens of the past lifetimes, no matter what happens, stand in your power. I'm giving you, when you balance yourself, I'm giving you that clear direction and that clarity from your past life to fulfill and live this life. Okay. So it's about moving back into the source of your power. You need to take back your power, and that's what Father is saying, because when he takes you from this realm and puts you in this realm, this is for you to come back and say, okay, yep, instead of cloaking ourselves and letting somebody else take our spiritual gifts, we're going to stand in our power. We are going to be that environmentalist of that knowledge and that understanding of where we come from, because we have that feminine consciousness. Okay. We are stable and secure. It's the man of power who tries to make the woman, you know, insecure and feel worthless and less than. And that's because they're trying to make you contemplate your existence with Great Spirit, which is our Father. Okay, because we have the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, right? So they are trying to peel away and make you not believe in him, because you are that source of power. Okay. And so when you hear, Father says, when you hear that expression, when it comes to it, The woman of power is much stronger than man, not physically, but mentally and emotionally. They are much stronger. They endure more. Okay. Oh, hello, hello, beautiful. What color are you painting them? So the thing is you need to be able to know that you are now circulating back into understanding your past lives, being able to release. Oh, that's awesome. Being able to release your past lives and have that understanding that this is, so Father's saying something about you have accumulated from these different past lives all these different things that you had no understanding of why it was taking place as a child, or where or who or how you got these gifts and these talents and these uniqueness, is because from your past life moving into this childhood, being born in this earthly matrix, you're now in the quickening on the divine path of seeing what God really had in store for you. So when you release all that negative energy and that frenzy that you've been in of holding things and not understanding, the world is barefoot of the feminine consciousness, okay? Because they really do not understand how women or the feminine of power come back, and they are very connected with Mother Earth Gaia. Well, I'm going to tell you why. Because the woman of power is the center of things. The man of power has the deeper connections as well. But women mature faster, women awaken faster, okay? And Father was just telling me with these numbers here. So it's 4411. He's giving you the information because you need a new plan. Okay? So he needs you to surrender, get rid of them negative emotions that you're harboring in order to come back to that source of power of who you are, because it's being able to learn many things, not just going to school, whether you finished high school or not. That has nothing to do with it. It's about going back to spiritual school and becoming that warrior on your path. And when he says being that warrior on your path, this is where he said, fully rested after being tested. People don't understand. Pull back your energy. Let God hold your hand, guiding you along the path. You have the courage to take that stance. Stop giving people a second chance. Okay. So he's telling you, you in this realm, and the people who are mentally trying to hold you back, mentally keep you stuck, mentally, how is it, say it again, Father? Yeah, they're wanting you to accumulate all this negative and pain and hurt and resentment, and they're wanting you to hold on to it so that they mentally trap you. Okay, so it breaks down to, as a childhood into the adolescent into the adulthood. Now you are mentally trapped by all this hurt and pain and this trauma that has happened as a child. But it didn't just happen as a child, this was your past lives. Okay, so it's the unspoken language, spiritual language, that Father is saying, hey, I need you to come back. I need you to be able to be a source of power. And we come onto this earth to walk in our feminine consciousness, in our masculine consciousness, okay? Because we possess both energies. The thing is we are the light of source. And when he says that the women, when he's talking about the feminine, okay, so the feminine is able to surrender things and understand, because she's in her feminine consciousness of understanding everything that we have embodied in our past lives of being awoken. She already understands, so it's easy for her. So when she gets the wisdom and the knowledge of a divine masculine who's coming in and he's feeling misunderstood and he's feeling just uprooted and everything. He is in that male system, okay? And that male system is the fact that he has not come into his awakening, but with the feminine coming into his life, it sparks that innocent and that nostalgia to his divine path of his past lives. And so if he has come into his awakening, he's going to start seeing when Father brings in that true twin, which is that partnership, that's that balance, that's the duality, that's the yin and yang, right? That is the center of the cyclone of being able to bring him from this chaotic point of everything that has happened and all the loss and hurt and pain and resentment, and be able to put him in a stillness and say, wait a minute, this is the life that is circulating on your spiritual path, and you need to be able to come from your center. And so the divine feminine, who is the center, who is deeply rooted and grounded on the spiritual aspect, who has followed and balanced everything out, has a greater understanding, can help him blossom. Okay? So that speaks a lot when he wants us to work most on being able to come back into that innocence of who we are. Okay? Because he's saying a lot of you, since you have had the power of man in your life, your happiness has been taken away. Your clarity has made you stuck, not understanding and being misunderstood constantly is because that man of power has not been awakened to who he truly is and where he come from the past life. This is the divine path. Woo, let me get a drink here. Yes, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely. Okay, so what are we out of balance of, Father, that we need to balance out when it comes to our future? Because now that we're having this greater understanding about our past life and being born as a child and going through all this stuff, yeah, wow. Yeah, I'm hearing that you are the perimeter of that energetic force. It's that perimeter moving of being that force, being that spiritual force that listens from our heart, not from our ears, not from our mind, but listens from our heart. And that's why we believe it before we see it, because like it said, when you're trusting and believing, you're walking freely, right? You have come back into that innocence and that nostalgia of who you are, and you've come in touch with the quickening of your inner child. And that speaks volumes. Hold on. My nose is itching and my foot is falling asleep here. Let me resituate. All right. Hold up. Wow. Sorry, I need to get a drink. I tell you, when he comes on quick, it's like, woo, woof. Okay. So, what are we out of balance of, Father? Huh. Wow. What are you out of balance of? The connection of who you are. This is 35, time, east, and yellow. Okay. And it's about time that gives such power and the change that exists back into the dust of where we came from. Where we came from, the dust. Okay. You see the dust on the path? Woo! I just got like an energy surge because this is you being able to watch that time and space, knowing that Venus is the lowest in the sky, right? So that spiritual realm, yeah, It is time to have that greater understanding, because you need to be able to know that time is fluid. Okay. So the time here on earth, it doesn't exist in the spiritual realms. It doesn't exist. And so the thing is time doesn't exist. Possibly you give up, you give up and you sit there and go, okay, well, I have all these obsessions and, OCD and all these things. Okay, none of that exists. He wants you to be able to balance your future by seeing the transition of the stars, the sun, the moon, Mother Earth, the physical cycles of the different moons. And he wants you to be able to start exploring and stop denying your past lives and where you came from. He wants you to have that greater understanding. So when he is bringing the east in yellow, he is saying that this it's time to be abundant and time to understand where you are coming from, because the time that you came from, yeah, wow, this is that unseen force Atkins to the wind, because it's the way that our life was shaped by our father, is him saying that it's surreal. The elements are surreal. Okay, the elements are surreal. And it's like when you use your imagination to see and get rid of the fantasies and the illusions and not fear anything, you're seeing, okay, so the fish are swimming at the treetops, right? You don't see that here in the earthly realm, right? No. And the reason why is because a lot of people are obsessed with society and how things are programmed and conditioned, and how people, force us to be aware of the cycles that they have put in place, but they're not being aware of the cycles that our father put in place with the sun and the moon. Okay, the sun and the moon, that is your twin flame. That's you. That's that balance. That's the duality, right? That's your light and dark, right? And you have to be able to illuminate your future by having that understanding, because it's falling right here under the quickening of your divine path. It's the quickening of your divine path. So he's saying that you need to be able to come up with a new plan and rearrange your time to understand and be more aware of everything that is coming on the physical cycles. Okay, because when you get hungry, you're aware. When you sleep, you're aware, right? The thing is he's saying alpha, omega, theta, beta, and gamma. Okay, them five that he just gave me is all about the quickening and the understanding, because they are the different states of your sleep, right? They are the different states of the quickening of your past life and how you're arranging. Okay, so if you're in the omega, okay, you're being insubordinate, you're not paying attention to your spiritual gifts, right? If you're in the alpha, that means you're in a state of feminine consciousness, of understanding and becoming more explorative on your spiritual gifts, right? And that's you understanding of the time that Father has put you in and the things that are going on. And a lot of you, since yellow has come out quite significantly here on this reading, because we have 3 yellow, red, and black. Okay, so some of you need to be really grounded, but there is a lot of emotions and that negative and that control and just all that muddy water that people are burdening you with. That's why Father says success is not by what you have, but what you've learned along your path. It is not hard to do the math. So go take a relaxing bath and cleanse your path. When he's saying that, It's like you feeling stuck and stagnant, and for your future to balance everything out, if you want to be successful, you have to go back and you have to see the true essence of the great spirit, the creator, our father, however you resonate, okay? And this has to be your Zen garden. He has to be that Zen garden. So every time that negative force comes in and wants to trap you where you can't see where you're going, what you're doing, who's coming or going, CTAN is giving you the clarity that you have to balance that out and let it be like your Zen garden and say, listen, you're not going to steal my happiness. You're not going to steal my joy. You're not going to steal my bliss, because I'm coming back into that feminine consciousness of who I am, grounding myself with Mother Earth. Because when I do, I'm the woman of power, and I'm centered. Okay. Because this is all about the 7 chakras of following the God force. Okay. There's 7 chakras because God co-created that. 7 is God's number. The thing is, the woman of power is that center. So when you're balancing this out, you're going to see you're going to fulfill that contract from that past life that brought you into this world, having a very karmic family, karmic people around you, and it's time to be able to release that, because you have release and West and Black side by side. So you need to release the emotions that have been holding you back and surrender it to God to come back into that true center of who you are, of that innocence and nostalgia. Oh, I love it when you give me the message, Father. Oh, I love it. Yes. Thank you, confirmation, Father, for flicking the lights twice. That means trust and believe. That means the balance and duality. Okay. So now, what do we need more clarity on, Father? What do they need more clarity? That is one of their deepest fears. What is one of their deepest fears? Using your wisdom, using the knowledge that God has given you. And this is speaking that using that wisdom, okay, this is 32 wisdom, north and white. So your deepest fear is believing in our Father to see the power of what He is going to do for you, because everything is already linked to Father, what Father is doing, right? And this is find that sacred space and that sanctuary of the pleasant stillness in your heart, so that you can listen from your heart, not from your ears, not from your mind, but follow His divine guidance. Because look, here's a different realm, right? It has brought you into an isolation, made you change who you are here in this earthly realm. It has made you be in your ego, stand in your pride. It's made you cold hearted. It's, you don't know how to love because you didn't get love. It's about being on your path and being in your power. It's about that self discovery of who you are, and where you've come from. Okay. And it's, whew. Okay, so the deepest fear too is He is saying right here on the horizon. Okay, you see the moon? This is the waning moon, and what they call the waning moon. Okay, so the waning and the waxing moon is divine feminine and divine masculine. Again, that's the balance. Okay, most people wouldn't know that when they see the cycles, the moon cycles, right? Here's the moon cycles, right? Okay, so it's man, woman, and Father as a wholeness. This is the tri-moon. This is the Trinity, Holy Trinity, okay, of the cycles of completed. People think, oh, this is Wiccan, blah blah blah. No, if you really know on a spiritual level, because it's your destiny. Kind of ironic how the Wheel of Fortune came out when I was talking about it's your destiny, or if it was in reverse, it's karma. It's funny that I pulled this card to show you the moon cycles, okay, of the man, the woman, and Father. Now the thing is here is your power, and here is the man power and the woman power. And trusting and believing, you are right on target by believing in our Father to see the outcome of what's taking place. Ironic. What's the next card? Yeah, I'm telling you, because you fear. You fear. You're stuck. You're, confirmation, because you are filled with terror. To use that wisdom and that knowledge on a spiritual level. You're afraid what society is going to say about you. You're afraid that, oh, wait a minute, I'm already linked to our Father, but people are trying to stop me from using that wisdom and to set boundaries and to speak about our Father. They're trying to create distractions. They're trying to say that it is joke. They're trying to say that he doesn't exist or that he's not truly God. And the thing is people get it wrong every single time. Okay? They get it wrong. But your deepest fear is truly being alone, using this wisdom that Father has given you, because you are so addicted to your past lives and the storms and the chaos that you didn't fulfill in the contracts, that you are now living in this lifetime. And that's why you're getting clarity on how to release this, to stand back in your power. Come on, nails. To stand in your power, center yourself, follow the path, in order to have that essence of who you are on your divine path, so that you can be the center of that cyclone that's going all crazy with all that negativity, and be able to create that welcoming void of saying, boom, the power of release. You're welcoming that void that you did not complete over here. And so this is all about time, right? This is all about, it takes time to understand this. And you see through this tree, you think this is the sky, okay? But this is actually the ocean in the distance, because it's the ocean of emotions, right? It's that proper place in your life to be able to have new beginnings once you release them emotions. It's about able to put your watch on and know that your watch is different from our Father's watch, right? Time is fluid, okay? The thing is you become so obsessed with time of, I only got this long to do it, and I'm getting old and I can't do this and I can't do that. Stop obsessing with the time and know the power within yourself. That is having that greater understanding. And don't be afraid to use that wisdom that Father has given you, because the thing is when you live in the lodge of our Father, you're protected. You're protected. You're protected. Yes. Okay. So when your left ear is or when your left ear is talking, anyways, so when your left ear is ringing, a lot of people misinterpret it. When your left ear is ringing, that is the spiritual realms and your ancestors and Father talking to you. If it is your right ear, that means somebody on the physical 3D playground called Earth is talking about you. If you start naming off names and your ear stops ringing, that's the person that's talking about you. So the thing is a lot of people don't understand that your body gives you them signals, right? So my friend, I'm telling you, it scared her, like, how did you know that? The thing is she had said something before, because she was trying to call me, okay? The phone was ringing. And when I answered, I said, so whose ass you gonna kick? And she goes, what? You heard that? She's like, no, the phone was ringing. How did you hear that? I said, well, because my ear was ringing. And I said that you said, well, if she doesn't answer the phone this time, I'm going to kick her ass. And boom, she didn't understand. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so what is the lesson of power today, Father, that is imperative that they know when it comes back into centering who they are and this unspoken language of the intertwined deep roots? Yeah. The lesson of power today is that harmony in your life. This is number 20, harmony, west, and black. Okay, so this is about trusting and believing before you see it, to be able to release any of that negative or that tear or tension or resentment or anything, and be able to release it to have that harmony in your life. Because you see, I'm going to show you right here. You didn't get to see what was behind here, right? Look at right here. Now I'm going to show you. You see how things become more clear? So when you're looking at this and coming back to the path of power of who you are, you bring harmony in your life of the existence of who you are by illuminating them fears, getting rid of them illusions, okay? And you're coming back into the harmony by trusting and believing. So it's just like I said at the beginning of this poem that I wrote, you have to see it to believe it. Why can't you change the way you think and believe it before you see it? Because trusting and believing is walking freely. Being healed is breaking that seal. That just became real, so you can change how you feel. Father is saying, oops, Father is saying, when you break that filled tear that you feel, and you are suddenly face to face with your own empty being of who you are as an individual, and trusting, believing, you will bring harmony to you. You will bring harmony to you. So what is their fear today, Father? What is stopping their transformation? What is stopping their transformation, Father? What is stopping their transformation? What is stopping? Yeah, I'm hearing their emotional self. I knew it. So what is stopping you from your transformation and for healing? Because you let somebody else peel them layers and put them layers and be your source of power instead of you being your woman of power or your man of power and following our Father, which is the Great Spirit, right? It's the light of our God, right? The thing is look, they stole your happiness. They stole your humor. They stole your joy. This is exactly what I was talking about. Really think back. When is the last time that you got to truly be goofy and giddy and, you know, just step out and not care whatsoever what people think? Yes, I love that movie. When he took shelter inside that horse's body. Yeah, I love that movie. Yes, yes. Yes, sweetheart, that is a good movie. That is a good movie. But the thing is when was the last time that you got to be totally goofy, where you got to like dance around your kitchen for 3 minutes or just, be goofy and not care what anybody thinks? I do it on here all the time with you guys. Yeah, sweetheart. I know I've picked up on that energy. I've picked up on that energy of certain things that have been going on. But the thing is you have to reawaken your humor. And the only way to do that is know that each day is a new beginning and all them feelings before you even go to bed at night. Okay, Father says, listen, look to the west, surrender all of the problems that you had that day, all the hurt, the pain, remove all, have Archangel Michael come in and remove all the lower energies so it's not stealing your joy. Okay, and stop being the one to nose is itching, divine masculine is in that primitive position. Wow. Divine masculine is in that primitive position of saying humor, fear, anger, awaken, power to my will. That's what I'm hearing. So there's a divine masculine that is saying that he uses his will when he's going through his emotions, but Father says he needs to surrender it to the West. Something. Wow. Okay, so the other thing that just came in about your transformation and your healing, of why you're not transforming and healing, is because you are letting others create illusions in your life. You are allowing them to have that power to distract you, to create these illusions, to create these different realities like it is in the wilderness. Okay? Like it is in the wilderness. Because you would rather choose your illusions and your fears and your tears and your resentment than to come back into your happiness. And that's where he says, love it or leave it. If they don't believe in it, trust all the things that you have come through. It is time for them to let go and let them walk alone. This life is not for show, only for you to know. So only you know that you're allowing them to steal your joy, your happiness, your bliss. You're allowing them to come in with the Jack's position of reality and say, listen, I'm going to find the truth. But when I find the truth, I fear to be able to transform. I fear to be able to heal that. And the reason why is because I can't get over the illusion that they're co-creating, and I'm in my stinking thinking, and I'm feeding that monkey mind when it comes to it. But you need to be able to awaken your power to your will, to what God has gifted you. Okay, what he has gifted you coming into this lifetime. Yeah, and I'm hearing center yourself and take back your power and balance yourself. Because when you do that, look, you're deeply rooted and grounded, and you have the passion to plant seeds elsewhere, being able to release your emotions coming from that loving space, listening to our Father, being able to speak your truth, and getting all the information from the multidimensional realms, because you are centering in the woman of power, in the man of power. It doesn't mean the man of power, I'm going to control everything because she's entwined with me. Nope. Nope. Go like this. No, 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 not for you. Because Father says, all the people that left your life, doesn't it feel nice to feel so light, knowing you don't carry their load? You hit the road all alone, reaching your goals, playing on your phone. Got a new plan? Oh man, what a life it is. That's right. Dance, dance, dance. All right, let's find out what the crystal what crystal we need to know. I'm telling you, I'm thirsty, and it's not even Thirsty Thursday. That's a good movie, though. Oofta. All right, let's find out the crystal. What crystal do we need to know for this beautiful message, Father? Yeah, because I'm telling you, some tend to hold on to the fears and the negative energy so much that the angels come in. This is angelite and selenite, okay? And this is number 19, broken down to you as the angelic being. Listen, you're not listening to what Father is showing you. This is your third eye. Some of you are not even awakened, okay? So it's creating that instability in your life. It's creating that instability in your life. But some of you, where it says 4, 4, 4, 4, that is a spiritual awakening. So some of you are starting to go through that spiritual awakening, but this is also representation that the angels are saying, listen, you came into union. Some of you have come into union with self, and now you are coming into reunion with your twin flame. And when you come into reunion with your twin flame, you have 2, 2. That's building a stronger foundation with Archangel Raphael. There's so much for you to do, and you're choosing to be in that frenzy, circulating that madness around you, not embodying the wisdom at that moment that you need it to understand what the angels and Father are telling you. Yeah, look, he's telling you, you master teacher is coming out. Look it. Here's the cycles. What did I tell you? The man of power, our Father, the co-creator, and the woman of power. Look, you have to go through these cycles because it's child, adolescent, into adulthood. You are that diamond in a rock pile, right? You need to go through that transition. It's your destiny, baby. It's your destiny. Get on it. Jam on it. Yeah, look. When I said you have to trust and believe, look, 1, 2, that is 11. Okay, so some of you could be seeing the synchronicity of 1133. That is our Father and the angels coming in and saying, listen, that is your divine path, okay? And with your divine path, you need to follow your spirituality, use your wisdom that He gave you, follow your intuition, go through the transition on your divine path as the master teacher is trying to communicate with you that you need to be the uplifter, okay? You need to be the uplifter of your life. You need to see by awakening and opening your third eye, because your third eye is like that beautiful rose. You know how it slowly opens up, and the more that you are seeing it and the more you are trusting and believing, and you go through these changes, look, you got 1, 2 circles, right? This is that divine connection. You are in our Father's inner circle. He is right on target of how He is transitioning you in order to be able to release these things and to embrace that wisdom and that knowledge that He is bringing forth. It's 1:33:44 on the timer right now. So that's you as the angelic being getting the messages from the 33 master teacher in order for the ascended masters to come in and say, listen, let's uplift, let's change this. Oh, that's awesome. I got a niece named Destiny too. It is a nice name. I love that name because it's our destiny. Look. So a lot of you again are harboring that terror, that fear, because this is all about the enlightenment of not following your intuition. not staying grounded. What did I tell you? You need to ground yourself because he will show you the path of where you need to go, right? You need to be able to ground yourself so that he can show you intuitively. Because when you turn it like this, it's like, I see that you are not grounded. I see that you are not stable. I see that you are the keeper of the planet and you don't want to come in and stand in your power and have that world of harmony. You want that chaos for everything that's going on. Yeah, I'm hearing the peace snatcher. The peace snatcher. Oh wow. All right, what else do we have, Father? What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know with this beautiful reading? I'm telling you, when I said, look, the wisdom to understand the messages, to be able to go through the transition by staying grounded, you'll gain that knowledge of what you were meant to do, right? 24. Here's that mirroring image again, 42 and 24. Okay, that's that unconditional love. And when you break it down, this is Father saying 66 in the angelology, numerology, it is saying, pay attention. Pay attention to the big changes that are taking place, okay? And this is smoky quartz, which is the record keeper, right? This is keeping a record of everything so that you can follow your divine path and bring that essence of coming in and learning more things to where you can cloak yourself in the environment with knowledge. And it falls right under cloaking with that cyclone, right? Okay, what else do we need to know, Father? What else do we need to know? Ha! Yeah. Epidite 6. What did I say? 6 about the unconditional love. Yeah. So this is all about your manifestation, right? This is and I love it because this is like the molderite. And oops. This is molderite. It is a very, very potent, sacred crystal. And you can't get your hands on it. You can't get your hands on it. Not a real piece. A real piece like that goes for $1,000. $1,000. But the thing is the connection in the spiritual realms. Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's having that unconditional love for your divine path of who you are and being able to manifest. Because a lot of you could be seeing 666, and this is all about pay close attention to them distractions. Exactly what I've been saying at the beginning of this. People are trying to distract you for coming in to the true essence of who you are. Ooh, Father, I love it when you give me the message. Did you see that? Did you see that? Ooh-wee. You got to love that transformation that's taking place, because Father is saying you as the angelic being will be abundant when you open up your heart and listen with your heart, not with your ears, not with your mind. But this is that rose quartz coming in, and this is that amethyst. Amethyst, baby, it's the master healer. Okay, the master healer. And look at, it's our Father coming also in, and he's telling me right now with the rose quartz and the amethyst, he's saying hugs and kisses, X and O's. Okay, so he is saying that he is giving you a lot of love to be able to go through this transition and stay grounded, stay focused on the sacred transformation to get the knowledge that you need in order to manifest anything you want with your angelic team. Ooh, baby. Ooh, yeah. I love it. I love it. I want some more of it. Look at Menelite 22. Look, what did I say? Archangel Raphael came out about the master builder and the foundation, right? So this right here is all talking about your rebirth, okay? And this is, you are the architect. You and Father are the architect with Archangel Raphael to build that stable foundation. He's giving you a rebirth. So when he's saying a rebirth for you, look, this is where he said, fully rested after being tested. People don't understand. Pull back your energy. Let God hold your hand, guiding you along the path. You have the courage to take that stance. Stop giving people a second chance. I told you, Father, and these cards that are coming out are for the fact of me being a no card reader and getting the messages and walking in the existence with our Father to get the messages. I wrote that before these even came in play. So that goes to show you the divine connection of being able to be that connected to where they guide you exactly where you need to be at that very moment. Okay, Father, what other crystal do we need to know here before? Thank you. Thank you. And if this is the fun card that came out, because he's showing me fun, humor, I'm telling you, this is all about your stability and your security, baby. I'm telling you, he's saying that somebody has stole your happiness. Somebody has stole your humor. You started changing yourself because you have all these fears and all this resentment and all this negative energy surrounding you. So when God pulls somebody from your life, okay, forgive them. But don't go running back if you need something. Don't go back and start engaging, because like it says here, you're going to go and it's going to be the wheel of fortune in reverse, and you're going to have to reap that karma. You're going to get caught up in that web and you're not going to know, because this is almost like the hangman, when it's faced upside down like this. This reminds me of the hangman. I bet you the fourth card. Oh, I thought the fourth card would be the hangman, but it's not. Okay. So the thing is it's like being able to make them sacrifices. Again, 2 that is 22. That is Archangel Raphael saying, if you want a stable foundation for your destiny, you need to stop repeating them karmic cycles. I'm telling you, come into that inner child, have some fun, dance around, be goofy. All right, Father, what do we need to know from the goddess? What does the goddess wants to say about the messages? Oh, thank you. Ooh, Freya and Ifona. Okay, so Freya came out. Ooh. And we have Anamyasin. Okay, so this is all about the past. Okay, this is you as the angelic being, exactly what we've been talking about, your past lives and how it is affecting you here in the current. That's confirmation from the goddess. And Freya is saying, listen, there is a radical acceptance. We have 88, right? This is infinite. This is all about the infinite of things that are going on. And this is the master changes on a deep spiritual level that is coming in. But it's also saying, infinity. It's you and your twin. You have infinite possibilities, and the unconditional love. In the angelology, this is that unconditional love. So, and Ifona is all about number 5, the quickening of your divine path. Okay, and this is your past life of having that understanding that you now have new beginnings, because when you see the heart in her hand, it's coming from that unconditional love, knowing that you are being guided by a wise leader, okay, by a master teacher. Okay, and look at, there's even the horse for the freedom. Ooh, I love it. So you have Mother Earth, Gaia, and the spiritual realms here with Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Wow. Wow. All right. Let's see what the Akashic Records have to say. What does the Akashic Records have to say? Ah, Two of Scrolls. This is the two worlds, okay? So when this card comes out, I'm telling you, this is confirmation, confirmation, confirmation. And you see all that abundance on your table, see all them coins and the gems and everything else? Because Father is saying, listen, right now, it's about the two worlds. It's about having that great understanding that all the gifts and talents and skills that he has given you is from your past life. And so when you came and you were born here on earth, on this earthly matrix, to your family, some of you lived a karmic life, some of you had a very loving, nurturing life. And that's because the ones that had the nurturing life is because of the fact they completed their contract in their past life. So when you were born, that was a whole new chapter that began, right? But the ones who were in their past life and came in are the ones who had all the karmic of the mental, emotional, physical, sexual, and spiritual abuse, of just not having that unconditional love, not having, people who loved them or cared about them, or who was picked on and treated differently, right? It's because it's them two worlds about having that soul contract. It's about having that soul contract. I'm telling you, it's that victory. I'm telling you. Mm. Father, I love when you show everything that we talk about. Yeah. See? Look, because you were caught in the runes. Okay? The runes are about your past life. Yeah, the runic symbols come from Father, right? Now, some of you are being caught up because you are not wanting to be able to transform and do that healing, because you are so stuck in all the hurt and the pain and the trials and tribulations of what happened. Confirmation. This is that radical acceptance of, okay, I'm stuck here. I'm stuck here. Now what do I do? And look at, you're in that stuck position where there's the woman in power and the man in power, and now you are stuck behind Father's power, right? He did that radical of acceptance of saying, listen to the wise leader, trust and believe before seeing, because it will change your life. Yeah, because look, Six of Roses, you have been battling being able to speak your truth. You've been battling issues with your heart that's been broken, and you're battling issues of holding in your feelings. Okay. Whoa. Okay. So the thing is you are battling these inner wounds instead of releasing them for the clarity. So you're not being able to see to the horizon. That speaks volumes. Yeah. Look, the King of Forces. Okay. So the King of Forces is saying, listen, I've got a lot of storms that have been brewing. I'm very gentle, I'm very loyal, and I know that this path is very mysterious. And the thing is I thought this is what I'm getting for this king. I thought that I was a very nurturing, loving person. I thought I was very gentle. I thought I was a leader. There's a lot of mysticism on this journey. But Father says, listen, you are still looking back to the past. There's something that he did, this King of Forces, there's something that he did in the past of where he is battling about being able to speak his truth. He's battling now of what his heart feels, because he knows that a person was put in his life and he treated that person like complete shit. Okay? And it became him stuck in his emotions now, battling between himself. And God said, listen, you and your twin, I'm going to put you in the runes. I'm going to catch you in the runes to know that you are not in control. You are not the one who can force certain things. You are not the one who can take the action, because look at, she has her spiritual realms right here. See the angel here, right here, and there's one right over here. Okay, the spiritual realms are saying, hey, listen, that's the cyclone that they were talking about, of coming back into that consciousness, right? When you look at the tree, look at, you see the dragon head right here? Yeah. It's a force to be reckoned with when you find out who you're messing with. That's, I'm telling you, go chasing waterfalls. Look, okay? That very nurturing, loving, being able to go with the flow, being able to release them emotions, to be able to speak freely, speak your truth, because these right here is about the spiritual enlightenment, about being able, blue is about the throat chakra, okay? It's about being able to speak your truth, okay? So if you're very nurturing and very loving towards somebody, make that change and transformation instead of trying to force it of, yeah, I'm just gonna watch back and see if this person comes back. Mm-mm. When Father takes somebody out of your life, they take them out of your life for a reason, because of the fact that you didn't truly appreciate who they were. Yeah, look, I'm telling you, twin flames, king and queen, because the woman of power is balanced between the night and dark, okay? She's got complete, all her chakras are aligned, her aura is shining bright. She is emotionally balanced, she is deeply rooted and grounded, and she is a master teacher. And you see that she's facing forward like, what up, dude? What's the holdup? And he's looking back to the past of, this damn third party situation blocked me. Now I'm all up in my emotions, and the storm's brewing. The storm's brewing because she's a force to be reckoned with. All she did was nurture and love me unconditionally, and I played her bad. I played her bad. And she washed me away like I was nothing. She washed me away like I was nothing. She walked away and said, hey, I'm going to go with the flow, baby. You can sit there and float on your little floaty device. And so he's sitting back there at the top. Look, I'm going to show you. Look, here, actually, we'll go like, oh no, it's better if I go like this. Okay. So he's sitting here looking back at that past third party relationship that he done messed up with. And Divine Feminine is like, oh, deuces. She's down here at the bottom, stable, okay, balanced. And he's up here going, oh, shit. Where do I go now? What do I do? Because Divine Feminine is so balanced at everything. She's way at the bottom. How am I ever going to catch up? I'm trying to, here, if I do it like that, there you go. You see how it goes in sync? Where he's sitting up here, he's stuck, not knowing, and he's trying to, on a spiritual level, ask his spiritual team, especially with the little bunny foof right there. Okay, that's about the mystism on the path, all right? But it's being able to see that, hey, look, Bunny is all balanced out. Bunny. The queen is all balanced out, right? Well, the king is sitting there going, where do I go now? My queen dipped out. She's hang gliding from a Dorito and I flipped out. Don't ask me where that came from, but yeah. So the thing is like, he needs to do some work because he has stopped his twin flame connection unless he goes in and he makes that balanced move and does that radical acceptance of, now I know the connection, now I'm balanced, now I know what I need to do, because this person, all along was very nurturing. And she gone. She gone. She dipped out. Oh, yeah. I see it. Oh. Oh. Oh, boy, I love you so. Never, ever, ever gonna let you go. Once I get my hands on you. Anyways, so we have Uriel and Sphinx that came out, right? And this is uncovering, because Archangel Uriel is all about the earthly realms of knowledge, new beginnings, transformation. She stands in her power when it comes to forgiveness and the beauty and the friendship and motivation, joy, abundance. I'm also hearing clarity, but this is all about, she's a goddess. She's a goddess. She is uncovering her goddess potential. And this king is going, why? Why me? Boo-hoo. The thing is he knows taking that leadership with that gentleness on the mysticism of this journey, and to be able to go with the flow of things instead of forcing something or forcing this person away from him, because you want to force the person away from you. Look, this is all about the wise leadership, right? So is he being wise? Is he standing in his power? No. He's creating that storm in his life. Well, the divine feminine is down here like, yo, baby, what's up? What took you so long? I've been sitting here waiting. You thought the grass was greener on the other side, but guess what? When you went over there, look what happened. Withered. And you even got the flow that's going right here that's supposed to be very nurturing, right? Divine feminine to divine masculine is like, what you doing, boy? Grow up, mature. Why do you want to imprison yourself in not having anything? You need to come here. You need to ground yourself, okay? And be able to go through this transition to be in the right position to have that loving, nurturing relationship. Woo! All right. So let's find out. I'm telling you, you need to go through that transition. And look, divine masculine, this was right on top of here. Divine masculine is now, because he's a spiritual being, right? He's a spiritual being because his divine feminine comes from unconditional love, and he is being guided by spirit. He's very intuitive, but he's also very lost because he stood in his ego. He stood in his pride. And divine feminine is like, look, he's standing there like, I'm the man, hear me roar. Rah. And divine feminine says, okay, now what? Okay, now what? Okay, because divine feminine has been this wise leader, knowing the essence of who she is and where she come from. And look, she already knew because she's already balanced. She has been uncovering all these things that her divine masculine has been going through. Okay, and it's time for him to stand in his power. It's time for him to stand in his power. Because see, pretty soon it's going to be revealed right here. Sphinx. Sphinx is the god, right? It's also on the Wheel of Fortune card that it comes up. But it's like Divine Feminine says, look how beautiful and plush everything was when you were focused on your divine plan. And you decided to take control, and you stand there. Now look, when you see at the bottom of that waterfall, Divine Feminine turns around and looks at that waterfall like this, stands on this little island right there, waiting, saying, dude, where are you? Are you coming or not? And he's like, no, I think I'm going to go over here and I'm going to be in my ego and I'm going to constantly reflect back. And I think the grass is greener on the other side, you know? So Divine Feminine says, okay, go for it. Go for it. It's like, it's time for you to wake up. Okay. It's like slapped in. Can you hear me now? Wake up. Because you're coming into who you are. And instead of being stuck for all them past lives, waiting for you and your twin to come to give you that unconditional love, to help you with being able to speak your truth about your feelings, you know, and to be able to mend that broken heart and help you through the emotions of having a greater understanding of what it means. It's that radical acceptance of having that rebirth, right? It's having that rebirth and going through the transformation to have that fun. That fun, fun, fun. Yes. Wake up, wake up. What are you doing, man?